first, Utah's #1 credit union, Larry H. Miller Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Riverdale. Live here, work here, buy here. What do you have, Coach?
Well, tonight it's going to be kind of a battle of wills. As I said, the Bobcats love to push the ball inside and play through Bello. The Wildcats want to get out in transition. So it's going to be really important for the Wildcats to get out in transition and push the pace, whereas the Bobcats really want to get this into the half court.
And half court is where they will start. There's the drive and the twisting move. Offensive rebound, but after a scramble, it will stay here. And you already are seeing a great battle inside between Jubril Bello and Dante Bassett.
Well, then Weber's going to have to guard Bello as a team. You're going to see doubles come from different parts of the floor. They're really going to mix up coverage, but he's going to have to think about what he does out there when he gets the ball in his hands.
Right into the post it goes. Bello turns, hook shot goes in, and the Bobcats are on the board.
Bello had great instinct. He looked middle, saw no one was there, was able to turn and beat the double team and score that basket.
Sissoko Jawara's shot won't go. Bello's got the board, and here come the Bobcats.
Really good wings and a really great point guard in Xavier Bishop. He runs the show. He's 99 assists to 53 turnovers. It's what you want from a point guard, and he's great making decisions in ball screens.
Yeah, and the ball is in his hands a lot. Back into the post again. This time the kick out. Corner three is on the way, and that won't go. Here come the Wildcats.
This is where the Wildcats want to play. They want to thrive out here in transition.
Dylan Jones. They still can't find the hoop.
Great job by the Bobcats getting back, building a wall, not allowing the Wildcats to get to the rim in transition. It's a big key.
Well, they really want to feed that post, don't they?
They do. That's the way they play, and Weber's doing a great job of making that very difficult.
J.J. Overton had 9 points when these two teams, 9 points on Thursday against Montana. And the first three goes for the Wildcats. And Sissoko Jawara gets it to fall.
Great extra pass. You love to see that from Dylan Jones. Just makes one more and gets a guy an open shot.
Bishop driving, and there will be a foul. Looks like Bassett picks up his first.
And Weber's given Bishop that same treatment as they've given Bello, but out on the perimeter. Any ball screen, two guys are going with him until he gives it up, so they're doubling him in essence off those ball screens at the top.
Three-pointer on the way. Adamu got it.
Three-pointer. Amin Adamu.
Bobcats can really shoot it. All the guys are a threat. They can step out there, and that really helps with the spacing. You know, get a guy a free look like that.
Both teams decent three-point shooters as the shot is blocked. Weber stayed around 34%, and Montana stayed 37%. So they're not afraid to shoot the long ball.
Coach Ray's not happy with the, thought there was a foul on that. He's riding the officials pretty good.
A little bit of an off-balance three there, and it's tipped out of bounds.
That's one thing I never did. I didn't really ride the officials all that hard.
Oh, no.
Ended my career with 2 technicals and his assistant, which is unheard of.
I didn't realize you had 2.
Here's a look at what Randy Ray was frustrated about. Looks like he did foul him. Looks like he got him on the wrist. So
what did Dave
Randy
Rose
Ray was upset.
do when you got a technical foul?
He told me I needed to simmer down, but didn't say it that kind. You know, he's a kind man. And I hope he's out there watching tonight. Coach is
we understand he's battling
in recovery right now from a surgery, and he's had some tough days, but hopefully, Coach, you're relaxed watching this game and glad you're not coaching it.
Yeah, no kidding. Great long-time coach down there at BYU. All right, so 5-3. We reset here. Oh, what a pass to Bassett. Can't hold on there.
Good hustle right there. First guy to the floor right there. Montana State gets it.
Tyler Patterson with the ball there. He's had a Snoqualmie, Washington. Back into the post. It's going to be fun watching that battle. Three-pointers on the way. Adamu's got another one.
The lefty can really shoot it, man. He gets his feet set. He's a great, great shooter, and he's made 2 early thus far.
38% three-point shooter on the season for Adamu, who's out of England. We got quite a few international players on this Bobcat team. We'll talk about that later on. Little push shot does not go, but out of bounds off Bello. And Dylan Jones talking about when they played on December 30th, and he's right. There were a bunch of fouls called in that game. So far, it's been a little cleaner as J.J. Overton hits. That's only the second field goal Weber State has hit in this game.
And out of the timeout, Coach Ray just gets him in isolation, drives it with his right hand, gets right there and scores it. Great job executing out of the timeout.
Boy, Tim, I feel like Bassett's got to be careful because they are not going to stop feeding Bello.
Great job right there. Overton realizes, sees the space, makes a really decisive move, gets to the basket. Really big basket. Weber State needed that right there.
Overton, 16 points on 7 of 9 field goals when these two teams played back on December 30th. He had a great game back then. Oh, a lot of moving around there, but it works for Amin Adamu. He's got 3 field goals.
Yep, 2 threes, and then got that little one to go. Taking advantage of that size right there. Great job by the Wildcats, really kind of being decisive about the shots they want to get.
Overton lost the ball. Nice recovery, though, but again, the defense of the Bobcats is too much, and Alex Chu unable to finish. It's amazing how much these teams have changed, Tim. Even since we did the BYU and Utah State games, there's just the rotations tightened up. There's some guys that aren't playing as much. As you look at the replay there, and you go back to when they played, like Sissoko Jawara, he only had 3 points when these two teams played over a month ago. Dante Bassett didn't play.
Yeah,
and now it's a whole new look.
We did the Utah State games just prior to that game,
right?
And Weber State looks like a completely different team, playing different guys, and certainly they made it through that kind of
that
season
stretch,
storm. Yeah,
they went Utah State, BYU, and Fresno State all in a week. Good defense by Alex Chu on Jabril Bello. When you can hold him, that's good news. Three-pointer on the way. And did he get fouled? Yeah.
No, it was on the rebound. Looks
okay.
Like. Somebody held Chu.
Weber State basketball brought to you by Larry H. Miller, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Riverdale. Live here, work here, buy here.
Early in this game, Montana State's having a little bit of a difficult time clearing rebounds. You know, Weber State's doing a great job of going every time. That's something to continue to watch throughout this game.
I'll tell you one thing about these two teams. Their coaches, they coach hard, and they never stop. I mean, you could say that about a lot of teams, but it's just intense. You can just feel it. When you're the leaders of the conference, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, these two guys are good friends, too, so it's always a little more interesting when you're competing against a buddy.
Three-pointer will not go for Kobe McEwen. Yeah, that's always an interesting dynamic. Friends until the ball's tossed up. And then you resume the friendship after the game. Offensive foul.
Yeah, it looked like he just got the pass in there. Let's take a look at it. Great Azober gets it in there just to post up, and a little too much of the derriere.
How about that name? Great Osabar.
I love the name.
Out of England. Another one of the international players, and the drive goes for J.J. Overton.
J.J.'s a great slasher. Again, he sees space. He loves to go with his right hand, and he goes until, you know, someone stops him, which is nobody. He's able to go right to the basket.
As I said, he was 7 of 9 shooting when they played over a month ago, and he's already having a good early start to this game. 3-point game. Adamu trying to post, turns. Wild shot goes off the glass for Amin Adamu.
He's showing a lot to his game right now. Makes the 2 early threes and then gets 2 post-ups. And does a nice job just being deliberate and getting to that shoulder and making a shot.
Kobe McEwen still has yet to score in this game. There's a drive and a foul. Free throws coming for J.J. Overton. He's not a great free throw shooter. Not bad, but there are some that are a little better on this team. He's around 65%.
You see J.J. again going really hard to the basket, just like he did to earn these free throws right here. Sets him up, crossover, gets to the left hand, creates the contact, he'll get 2 free throws.
There you go. Gets the first.
JJ is a transfer.
Yeah, played at UVU, right?
I was going to steal your thunder.
Sorry. No.
My bad. We're on it. We're same wavelength. UVU transfer, correct. I love that sound.
We got a mic up there. Just for you. Johnny Green put it up there for you. He shimmied up the post. Pre-game, taped it up.
Playing through inside out.
Another wild shot. This time doesn't go. An offensive rebound, Bello. And this time the catch, secure it.
So you're going to go into the paint with these teams. You better wear a hard hat because they are really going. A lot of beef down there.
Ball goes off the feet of Xavier Porter, who had just checked in.
That's what you want to avoid too. You just check in the game,
and then you dribble.
Just a quick turnover. That's a tough one. You know, you look at the coach like, I got it. My bad.
Number 21, Raekwon Battle, just checked in. He's out of Washington for the Bobcats. You know, Bello lit up Weber State in that first meeting. 22.7 rebounds. But it's a little tougher here, and how about that? That's how you want to check into a game.
Say, my name's Raekwon Battle, and that was 3. In your face.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome.
Playing through Dylan. Another guy draws a double team.
Into the post, Alex Chu. That's a tough spot down there.
Yeah, both teams flying around defensively.
Three-pointer goes. So they're going to say it's a 2. So McEwen is on the board. Oh, and Bello got behind the defense. Coach Ray is not going to like that, and he has an easy layup.
Yeah, that's a tough one to give up. McEwen makes a great shot, just a terrific shot, and then Weaver doesn't get back.
Porter. Look at that battle in the post. Alex Chu and Bello. Oh, Bello turns, and Chu has to foul.
So talking to Weber's coaches,
they're taken though. That's a lot of basketball, and it's right now it's kind of reflected in the shooting. Weber State is not shooting well. I'm not saying they're tired, but they've played a ton. And Montana State's about to go into a similar run where they're going to play a ton of games.
I'll tell you what,
that's the way it goes.
Coaches are psycho too. Like, you constantly have that age-old quandary of rest versus rust.
Yeah.
Right? And I would imagine that the same thing kind of went through Danny's mind. My team hasn't played in a week. How are we going to respond? So it's tough either way. Just kind of a weird scheduling hiccup with some of the COVID stuff.
Well, and Coach Ray's also said he hasn't really been able to have a full practice because he can't wear them out.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of walkthrough, a lot of talking.
It's almost like an NBA schedule.
Exactly.
Drive, McEwen. Offensive rebound. Nearly turned over. By the way, Michael Kozak has checked into the game, and now they do turn over. You get the sense that Randy Ray's going to throw everything he can at Jabril Bello.
Once again, right there, you see Bishop get the double team. Montana State tries to play out of it. Good defense by the Wildcats.
Sam Lekalot trying to get the layup, and at the other end, Xavier Porter.
Weber's first transition basket, almost 10 minutes in. So Montana State's done a good job to this point, but that's how Weber wants to play.
Corner three, no. There's a big rebound for Dylan Jones. He is a big kid, 6'6", 135-pound freshman. And a great student here. He's a 4.0 student. Coaches love that. And a great competitor. That three-pointer. How about the offensive rebound by Overton? But he can't convert.
Weber's doing a good job trying to take advantage of Bishop on the defensive side. Bishop's tough, though. And, you know, he's definitely little, but he's going to fight you down there.
Xavier Bishop, 5'8", 165 pounds. You aren't kidding. Bello, he just gets position, and he's just so big. 6'9", 249-pounder. I mean, it's tough to stop him.
Montana State right there, they should do what they want to do. Throw that thing into Bello. Did it from the high side, which no double team can come that way.
Deep three from McEwen. You talk about transfers, by the way, Tim. 2 years at Marquette, 2 years at Utah State. And Kobe McEwen will finish up here at Weber State. Backing in like a lot. Trying air ball.
Weber on the push.
He was the Wyoming Player of the Year, like a lot was, before he landed at Montana State.
I'm sure his parents are out there somewhere in Wyoming watching it. Right there, you see that pass come from the top. That's why you always like that high-low, because there's no way to bring help. And a great seal right there by Bello. Looks like they've done that a time or two.
Step back. He might have gotten a little piece of that. At any rate, the Bobcats have it.
Right now, Kobe's searching, right, for his offense. Just 2 points. But right now, he's taking some tough shots. So those are really contested, tough shots. He's got to find ways to get some open ones. Get something maybe going to the basket.
You see the three-pointers there. Weber State's only got one. And that shot won't go. Kozak rebound. Here come the Cats. Jair Porter, point guard, out of the Bronx, the junior. Sissoko Jawara turning, shooting. There's a friendly bounce.
They got the Wildcat bounce there, David. Those are always good when you're the home team, I'll tell you that much.
Look at the handshake.
Another three on the way. Got it. How about the job Raekwon Battle has done coming in here, hitting a couple of big threes.
That was almost the exact same spot.
Yeah.
He likes it over there. No hand, a little bit of space, and he's made 2 early.
Oh, go get the board. Almost did. Here come the Bobcats. Foul. They'll keep it right here, and I'll remind you that Weber State basketball is
for a share of first place. They got beat by this Weber State team at home. They want to return the favor.
Yeah, and 5 straight wins on the road. You know, it's an interesting situation when you're in the Big Sky, because at the end of the day, you've got to win the tournament. So what you're playing for right now really is seeding. But man, is it important to get that 1 seed. And then you don't see a Montana or a Montana State again until the championship game of the tournament.
It isn't interesting. I was talking with Eric Duff before the game, associate head coach at Weber, and he said that just that, you know, the whole season, you're kind of trying to figure out a way to keep playing your best when the conference tournament happens.
How about Dyson Kohler checking in? The Jordan High School grad scores. But it is true, it's a 1-bid league, you know, unless you virtually went undefeated, and even then you don't know. But that's what they're playing for. You've got to be strong in March when they play in that conference tournament up in Boise, Idaho.
High-low.
Oh, Bello. I might have seen a little push off there, but either way.
That was really good reaction right there by McEwen, really sinking off. But here you see Dyson Kohler, who was huge, actually, in the game in Bozeman, made 2 big threes late in the game to help the Wildcats win, and there checks in and gets something done.
Yeah, he had 11 points that night that you're talking about.
Foul 2 to His first 5 Weber State team fouls.
Don't want to get another one of those 50-plus foul nights.
No.
We're not even close to that yet. Oh, how about that? Oh, good defense by the Cats. And Dylan Jones, the big kid, comes up with the rebound. Fake, drive, and the foul. Kohler. Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, I love this young man. I watched him a ton, but this is him. He came in off the bench with bad intentions, got to the basket, scored the first one, fouled on the dunk there, but he's a spark plug for this team, and he's done great things off the bench tonight, bringing a great tone when the Wildcats needed it.
74% free throw shooter hits the first. Weber State basketball brought to you by Staker Parsons. From the parks you play in to the roads you drive on, Staker Parsons Companies, the preferred source for your construction service and material needs. Weber State has trailed in quite a few of the games that they've played, but always managed to make sure they hang around and get things done. And you want to stay within shooting distance, and they're only 3 points down now as they weathered that last storm.
That was a big stretch right there.
Yeah,
you know, push that thing, get a little momentum. Credit Dyson Kohler for being ready to come out and play. Again, Montana State's going to swing it, try to find something in the post.
Oh, ball fake. Adamu right to the rim for a layup.
Adamu's having a big first half.
Overton. JJ's shot is blocked. Here come the Bobcats. Dylan.
Great hustle.
Everywhere. McEwen. Great ball movement. Jones. He was wide open and couldn't hit it.
I love when a guy gives that much effort. He left some skin down there on the baseline. It'd be nice if he could have knocked that in.
Oh, Kohler. And Kohler. Oh, he can't finish. And right back the other way, a layup for Xavier Bishop.
Just a great push by Bishop. He knew he had numbers. Just turned the Jets on, got all the way to the rim.
McEwen for three. Kohler tips it out. There's some more hustle. Ciso Jawara wanted that three. And they're going to get an offensive foul on Dyson Kohler.
I'll tell you what, Battle did a nice job there, but here you see just Adamu getting all the way to the rim. And right here, great block right there by Bello. It's hard to get into the interior of this defense. Montana State's doing a good job protecting the rim.
Inside 5 to play in the first half here. Weber State basketball brought to you by Wildcat Stores. Get your gear at wildcatstores.com. Another three on the way, and this time Raycon Battle cannot hit it. But you get the ball back with some hustle. Bishop slips it in. And now the Bobcats open up a 9-point lead, a dangerous spot for Weber State to be in.
Just a great play right there again. We've talked about Xavier Bishop's ability to drive it. He's quick, but he gets to his left hand and scores it.
He just lost the ball.
Yeah, just right there, comes off and there's really nothing there and tries to do a little bit too much. You know, you got to fight the instinct to try to do this by yourself. But the Bobcats in the last couple of possessions have had some success just playing a little bit of 5 out and driving the basketball, getting to the rim like that.
Like that. Boy, did you call that one. Rayquan Battle puts his team up 11.
So that 22-19 is now 30-19. That's how hard you work to get back, and then you got to work even harder.
McEwen, he draws the foul.
Here we see the drive by Rayquan Battle.
7 of 24 on field goals overall. So you're right, we're just not getting the shots they want. I thought it was interesting. J.J. Overton, in an interview earlier this week, he said that that the Bobcats like to talk a lot of trash during the course of the game, and he says, and I like that. I just saw a little exchange going on right there between McEwen and Bishop. Friendly.
They should hear our trash talk during the week when we're prepping. And stuff, the messages I get from
no
you.
kidding.
Texts.
It's all part of the game, whether you're playing or broadcasting.
That's right. You got to trash talk.
I thought that was funny, though, that he says he enjoys it.
Yeah, Montana State is so good at doing what they want. I mean, they're just deliberate about getting Bello a touch on nearly every possession.
Quick three. Shot clock was about to go off, and he drilled it. Bishop. Oh, my word. That's when it's going well for you.
Or not, depending on what
depending on which,
jersey
Sigu comes back. That is a much-needed basket.
And he made it really simple. Came off a ball screen. Got into the paint, rose up, made an easy shot.
Go. He can't hold, dog. Come on, man.
Bello, you see how hard of a pick that kick could set. Deep three on the way. This time Raekwon Battle misses. Another opportunity for the Cats to cut into this.
Montana State's doing a great job getting back in transition.
Oh, Sissoko Jawara.
And that one right there was huge for the Wildcats. Jawara needed to have some success out there. The Wildcats needed some points. That worked.
Yeah, that was a big one. They were in danger of falling behind by double figures, and here we go again. Abdul Mohamed. That's his first basket out of Ontario.
They're really at guard McEwen, really tight. Everywhere he goes, there's a body.
Three-pointer, no. They continue to struggle from deep. Only had a couple of threes in this game, well below what they average.
Again, look right here, high ball screen. They play out of this horns action.
Another deep three. And rebound is cleared by Bassett.
Way to push, way to push, way to push. They beat him down that time. Great job by the Wildcats.
Goaltending. Conversely, Tim, when they, again, I hate to keep going back to that January 30th game, they hit 60% threes, Weber State did back then.
Yeah, they did. Not as common as easy tonight, but that transition will help. Find 2 or 3 easy baskets like that. That will really help them.
7-point deficit inside a minute to play in Weber State basketball, brought to you by Watson Chevrolet. Shop local and save money at John Watson Chevrolet.
We talked about turnovers being a big thing for Montana State. They've only turned it over 5 times in the first half. This is pretty good basketball. Yeah. And that's another reason why Weber's not just able to get out in transition.
Well, every time Bishop touches the ball, you got to be aware, don't you? Mohamed. Oh, it's going to stay here.
He has to jump if he's in the cylinder, Doug. Tell your buddy. He has to jump if he's in the cylinder.
I like that one. He said, tell your buddy.
Tell your buddy.
I never used that one. I should have.
They're all buddies.
It is like a traveling circus, college basketball. I see all my old friends from.
Oh, every time we do a game, whether you're here or Lance is on a speaking engagement tonight, you know everyone is Bishop. Did I just say every time that guy touches the ball, you got to be aware he scores again.
He's a nice player.
Oh, how about in the post and the foul, and Alex Chu.
That was a great action right there by Randy Ray. Just rolls Chu out of a ball screen and kind of fills behind it. You see McEwen fill up behind, so the help gets caught in no man's land. Great job just being decisive, getting that roll, and he's going to get 2 free throws.
Alex Chu at the line.
It's like the ball got a little
sweaty.
Hydrated. You gotta get that thing dried off for Alex.
Weber State basketball brought to you by UCCU. UCCU does mortgages seriously fast and super easy. Just visit uccu.com to learn more and start your super easy application today.
There's something, I love a big guy that can shoot a free throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not really a great
but he
free
just
throw
made
shooter on the
one
season,
right
but he just
I like when they go up there in the
absolutely.
game. And then I jinx him and this is the next
thanks.
one. I just wanted to see
Thanks
if
for
it
that.
worked. They say there's a broadcaster jinx.
40% free throw shooter on the season. I wasn't going to mention it till after. All right, here we go. Closing seconds. Weber State trying to keep this deficit under 10.
Weber in a little 1-3-1, kind of trapping the corners.
Horse move! Vino, you're the fourth.
Montana State can move it quick. They should be able to get a shot, maybe opposite of the action.
Bishop loses it. 5 seconds. Dylan Jones. And Jones. A golden opportunity, and he dribbled it out of bounds. That should do it. It's 0.8 of a second to go.
Yeah, I've seen crazy things happen.
Yeah, you never know.
It's like they're going to check the clock right on cue.
By.
And I've made friends with these three guys, so we'll get an update as to what happens with
have you?
replay.
So we got to go off of that, correct?
I think it's going to be pretty close. It's right when it hits out of bounds, so that's the angle they're going to be looking for. When the ball hits out is when the clock stops. Both teams get a little bit of a free timeout.
Well, Weber State has played a lot of basketball, and here it is. He went behind his back.
Officials are checking.
And see, it takes that big hop, so it's not out until there. So I'll bet it's pretty close, like 1-1, 1-2. Okay.
1-3. There you go. So time for a pass and a shot. If this were the NBA, you'd call a timeout and get it at mid-court. Well, they don't do that at the college level. Makes it a little more difficult.
Obviously, Chu's going to be on the ball, so they've got to float it. Put a big guy on the ball, have him jump around. Make him float this ball, get a tip on it.
They got it. Shots up. And there you go. So we've come to the half. A ferocious first.
Great job at Fullerton, but came here and just really kind of being a Bozeman guy, you know, playing there, really has major pride in this program.
It's always great when you can coach at your alma mater. See Soho. Jawara wants the first. Oh, what a block. Out of bounds. Dubril Bello.
And there you see Weber does do a great job here. They get it where they want, but Montana State's really on it. You know, Bello's just waiting for him to turn and blocks that thing away.
Wide open three. Wide open. Overton can't hit it.
Good ball movement. Get a wide open three. You got to be pleased with that. Now you just got to get down in the stance and really guard here.
Fouling the post. And this is going to go against Dante Bassett. I mean, Bello is a load.
Those two guys, it's like monster trucks.
Exactly. I mean,
demolition derby in the key.
That's two 250-pounders.
Great job by Weber getting down there and really affecting that post up.
Three. Oh dear. That went. Xavier Bishop looked like he got popped after he threw that one.
I'll tell you what, this kid plays with just a great amount of energy. And right there, he's trying to set up the charge, but officials call him for moving. But I just really like his spirit he plays with. He's been really good. You watch this right here, has a little space. Overton goes under the screen, 3 points.
What a game he has had so far for Montana State. He's been sensational. It's going to stay here.
That was those two guys again, the demolition guys.
Yep.
Watch this. Whiplash comes out of this thing. My neck hurts. Watch it.
Watch it.
I know you want to keep in the game. Sit. You gotta be kidding me, Matt.
That time coach called him by his name rather than his buddy.
His buddy, yeah.
How about that, Sissoko Jawara? Oh, offensive rebound, but it slipped out of the hands of Bassett. And now again, you're getting another one of those danger zones, right? Up by 11. If you're Weber State, you're trailing by double digits.
And Weber really is going to have to do this with their defense. I mean, getting a couple of turnovers or something to turn the tide. Montana State very, very selective on the shot they want.
Oh, dangerous again. 16 points now for Xavier Bishop. He had 10 in the first half. Bassett from way out. Offensive rebound.
Great hustle right there by Xavier on the closeout. Wildcats just cannot get the ball going.
Boy, they
tonight.
can't, can they? It's just, there we go, right as we say that.
Took the lid off.
Oh, that is big. They needed that one. Sissoko Jawara.
Made one similar in the first half. Just needed that basket the worst way.
Weber State foul, 15, Kobe McEwen, his first.
Check it out. Sissoko Jawara out of Spain.
Just a little jab.
Oh.
Hand down, man down, bucket.
Get one here. Here we go. No, I'm not crazy. I'm watching the same game.
Oh, tipped away. Bassett, active hands. Here they come. Layup. What a finish by Overton.
Defense fuels offense. I'm telling you, Weber, the way that ball's kind of bouncing for them, they've got to be really, really active defensively and get a couple more of those. That can really turn the momentum here. If you're Montana State, take care of the basketball. You can't turn it over.
Ooh, another loose ball. Deep three. Can he get another? No.
Transition.
That's trying to run. Layup. Whoa, rolls off the rim. Oh, man, did they need that one.
That's 3 shots, you know, just great looks. Didn't get any of the 3 to fall right there.
You see quickly, Overton put his hand up. He did not want Bassett. Get another call, but here we go.
There's Steele, great job. We talked about defense fueling offense. Overton gets out. He's great in the open floor. Gets that easy basket.
Free throws for Jabril Bentley. Hits the first in Weber State basketball, brought to you by Larry H. Miller, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Riverdale. Live here, work here, buy here.
Bello steps up, makes 2 big free throws right there, which is what you expect leading scorer to do.
In the post, where do you go? Force the shot up. I don't know, Timmy, maybe one he should have kicked out.
Yeah, those aren't the, they've gotten good looks. That one was a tough one. 2 guys on him, the ball's got to move.
Oh, high pass inside. Only Bello can get to it, and he delivers.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, Montana State, I've used this word, but it's a perfect word. They're so deliberate of how they want to get that ball in the post, and they do get it there every possession, it seems.
Cats trying everything they can do to stay in it, and Kobe McEwen goes high off the glass.
This is a big-time play from a big-time player. McEwen was instrumental in their win in Bozeman. He's going to have to get it going here offensively.
Yeah, McEwen 31 points and 5 threes when these 2 teams met on December 30th up there in Bozeman. He had a huge night. Corner 3, another one. And the Bobcats just keep coming. They are relentless.
Adamu's loving that three-point line tonight.
Uh-oh. Careful there.
Right here, ball, 2 on the ball, kicks it out. Great cut to the corner, relocates to find space. Really good execution
from him, especially in the post. You go down in that area, you want to get involved in that demolition derby, you better be
more
careful.
power to you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sit on that left hand, Zeno.
Three-pointer on the, and fouled. Uh-oh, there's the trash talk. Kobe McEwen.
Xavier Bishop
Love it.
second,
I love
team
the
2.
fight in these two teams.
And we were just talking at the break, McEwen really has not been able to get too many good looks
Kobe
tonight.
McEwen,
Right there,
93.
just comes off a down screen, does a great job of executing the screen. Bassett gets a piece, and looked like,
Did you see him afterwards?
yeah, he wasn't
Just
happy
not.
about it. And maybe he thought he kicked his leg out, but he probably nicked his arm just a little bit there.
Hey, regardless, run it. Regardless.
But this is a big, because McEwen only has 6 points, and scorer really wants to see the ball go in. I used to hate when we fouled a really good scorer that was having a tough night, because they get to sit there and work on getting that thing to go through, yeah.
Well, he missed the second, and McEwen, really a good free throw shooter, among the best on this team at 82%.
Played at Wasatch Academy, a great school located down in Mount Pleasant. They're doing just unbelievably cool things on the national scene now. Gino Morgan set the program up, came from Philadelphia. And Curtis Condi, my guy, texted me tonight.
Yeah,
Curtis reached out tonight. He's watching on TV. Hello, Curtis, one of the great coaches in the state for a long time.
2 missed free throws from McEwen, uncharacteristic. Look at the defense, though, coming out of that timeout. Doing everything they can. Three-pointer from the corner. Offensive rebound. And it'll stay right here. You were talking about Wasatch Academy. McEwen's from Toronto. They've had a number of players from Canada go to Wasatch Canada. They got some little pipeline out of there.
You know, Weber State does a good job right there of scrambling out of that 1-3-1. The tough part is it's hard to rebound out of it. Right there,
Right.
They get a mismatch on the glass, and Montana State gets another possession.
Ball tip. Cats got it.
Great deflection by McEwen.
Sigu. Great pass. Dylan Jones.
Once again, Dave, defense fuels offense. Great deflection by McEwen. Ends up with Bassett. Basket on the other end.
And as you said, Weber State wants to get out and run. And they haven't been able to do much of that tonight. Battle. Tough shot goes in.
Man, Battle's a good player. He comes in and he's got one thought in his mind. That's put it in the hoop.
He's had a nice game, too. He's now got 10. And how about Dante Bassett? I mean, he just moved Bello out of the way.
He did a nice job of going quick that time. He kind of got Bello a little off guard. Again, 1-3-1. Watch the rebounding out of this. That's going to be the big key. Can Weber rebound out of this? It's got to be Jones blocking out on that end.
And it's tipped away, and they're not able to rebound out of it. Three-pointer on the way, Bishop. They got another one. Bishop is having a night.
And that is just a backbreaker. They get a stop. They just cannot corral the rebound, and then Bishop makes a three. Really makes them pay there for not getting it.
18 points for him, several threes. Here's one for the Wildcats, and Zaire Porter hits. I mean, it is just blow for blow right now, but Montana State maintaining that 10, 11-point lead. And a
Weber
mistake.
State picking up the pressure. Here you see, Dave, that offensive rebound comes out. I'm telling you, more times than not, an offensive rebound equals 3 points.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird. It's karma. It's kind of basketball.
It's kind of like a leadoff walk in baseball.
Exactly.
Almost
You're like, oh, this ain't going to be
scores.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, a second or third hitter walk, it's different. But lead off, no. In the tall timber, you can see that Dylan Jones is not afraid of that.
Abdul Mohamed, his first team 3.
And I will tell you, I'm just being here in this vantage point, both these coaches are working these officials so hard.
They are.
Red flag should be to Dylan Jones.
That officiating job is not easy.
Oh,
I had to do that in practice. It was not. It wasn't fun.
Really?
But then I would forget that when I'd get out here and I'd yell too.
Well, you never have a home game. Doesn't matter where you are. The crowd's always booing half the time.
Yeah, nobody shows up in your uniform either.
No, right.
Nobody's up there in stripes.
Hey, he's wearing my.
Unless they're trying to mock you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not a free throw that Weber State wanted to miss. Still an 11-point lead.
Good hustle.
Late foul there.
Weber State foul, 0 there. Porter is first.
So really the game has transitioned to this. Montana State's got an 11-point lead, and Weber's really going to make it hard for them to run offense. They're going to really trap and extend this defense off and on. It really is important right now for Montana State to stay aggressive.
Corner three. Got another one. Abdul Mohamed.
Great awareness that usually you drive baseline, that opposite corner is open. You drive it, baseline, drift pass.
McEwen trying to do it himself here, and he's got it. The layup for McEwen. Weber State basketball brought to you by Staker Parson, Weber State University, and Utah Community Union. That pass was so high. All he could do, really, Mohamed, was try to. That race, don't forget Southern Utah, too. They're tied with Montana State right now at 8-2. So this tournament, and Montana's a good team. This tournament coming up is going to be a good one. And boy, you talk about a huge prize at the end of it. There's a drive in the dish and out of bounds, and it'll stay here. You look at league like Pac-12, for instance. Doesn't matter if you're UCLA, Arizona, USC. You know you're all going to the tournament.
Yeah, here
it's a matter of what seed
team.
you get.
That's
Here,
right.
it's one lucky team. You're right, not so much lucky. Maybe
well, yeah, but there's
ball.
some luck involved.
Well, Coach Jerry Tarkanian used to tell me in all my years working in Vegas, it's the bats of the ball. There's so much luck involved.
It's true, though.
And it's very true. Oh, turnover. Well, there's the bounce of the ball, and Raekwon Battle.
I'll tell you what, Battle has been enormous
really
tonight. Like, he's really, really risen his level. Made big shots. That was a very, very timely steal and dunk.
Now a 14-point Montana State lead, and there's a foul. 5-on-5 as Adamu fouls Sigu
Amin
Sissoko
Adamu is
Jalon.
first, team 4.
Really good instruction from the Montana State bench there. There's the steal by Battle. Really nice dunk, too. Remind me of a Dave Fox in the old Bountiful
Church ball days,
steak.
maybe in my 20s.
Or never.
Not now. I dunked once in a game, in a church ball game. One time.
Was that time the rims were
It was
down to
a
8?
full-on sprint.
See, trash talk.
Gave it all I can.
A glimpse.
Yeah, there's trash talk.
Foul on the inbound there. Wildcats will inbound again. Again, this is an opportunity to get the ball in the hands of somebody you really wanted in. A little duck in right here to Bassett.
Bassett turns, hook shot, rolls off. It's a tough shot. It's actually great Osibor, who was defending in the post as he checks it. He's a big one too, though. 245-pounder. Drive into the paint. Great has it. And Great turns. And Bassett is down. I think he took an elbow right to the forehead. Weber State has the basketball. They call it incidental contact on that elbow that I was referring to earlier. And now the Cats down 14 have got to get something going. Bassett turns, hook shot. That's a tough shot, and it does not go.
Didn't get all the way squared up. You know, he didn't get kind of more of a flip than a shot.
Bello back in the game. He's got the bandage in the nose. It illustrates how tough it is down in the post in this game. The drive, hang, layup, Mohamed. And now the lead to 16.
Yeah, Xavier Bishop has done such a good job on McEwen. You see him, away from the ball. They're just not even playing help principles, just face guarding, not letting him touch it. When he does, just climb up in him, put 2 people on it quickly. They're just tough.
Bassett 3. Not sure if that's the shot you want, but you got to get something going.
This is a pivotal time right now. The Wildcats are not playing with a ton of energy. Got to figure out a way to find some energy right here, push them.
Bassett certainly capable of hitting the long range. He's a 36% three-point shooter. Doesn't put up quite as many as some of the other players. Back into the post.
Double, quick ball out of the double. Good job right there by Weber getting out.
Raekwon battle, wild shot. And they get it back. Wow. I mean, you heard the shot clock go off as he released, and they end up with a huge offensive rebound.
And that is just, when you're looking for energy, that just sucks energy out, right? You guard the whole clock and can't get a rebound.
Bishop, no. Lob. Nope.
Man, they've had a lot of those little tough bounces tonight. That looked like a for sure layup.
It's stuff that normally goes
exactly.
For this team. It's just a little bit off. Lob again into the post. Look at him just curl right around Bassett.
And he is a tough dude.
He is. There's nothing they can do with Jabril Billow. 30th, Weber State won a close, hard-fought game, but they did win by 10. You see right there. Since then, Weber State's 8-1, but Montana State, Timmy, has not lost a game since that night. Block. They just keep coming at you. Adamu with that huge block.
And we talked about how that, that was something that stuck with these guys. They didn't like getting beat at home. This is a revenge game for them.
Well, so were the previous 7, apparently, even though it's a different opponent. Once again into the post. Look at Bello go and get it. Still going after it. Normally when a big man has to go down to pick up a ball like that off the floor, it's usually trouble.
Weber State foul, 24, J.J. Overton, his second.
Weber State's asking why there wasn't 3 seconds on the play, which is probably a good question.
Yeah. Bello, a 70% free throw shooter. Came up short there.
Been really impressed. So obviously their offense is going to work through him, but he has to be relentless down there and never stop posting, sealing, but he earns that space on the floor with his effort. He's a fun player to watch.
Weber State playing, you heard all the game, they played 6 games in 2 weeks. This is their 3rd game this week. As McEwen can't get anything going in the post. Kohler, 3, no. And the Wildcats, we're right back at it next week. They play at Eastern Washington on Thursday. Montana State, they were supposed to play Idaho State on Thursday, and that got postponed. So I believe they've rescheduled that for Monday. So now they're going to get in to a little bit of a run here where they're going to play a lot of games.
That's right. It's their turn to go through that little gauntlet, right? Looks like we got a lot of talk going. We got a couple technicals.
I always like talk followed by applause.
That's right.
When they start clapping at each other. The only guy you don't want to clap at is the official.
Double technical foul, Wildcats Cody McEwen. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, it was just right there. McEwen fouled Bishop and turned to the official and said, he's been doing that to me all night. And that spurred a little talk, and officials tried to get them away from each other, but they must have both said a magic word or two, I guess.
The magic word.
My experience with technicals, you didn't have to say a whole lot.
Well, especially you.
They didn't want to hear from
you.
me.
Just have that guilty look.
I do.
Jump ball. Possession Wildcats.
Last couple times, Montana State's just got the ball in. You see that often. They'll throw something deep to the backcourt. We'll see if they actually do that and run something here.
How about that off
They
the
ran
inbound
something.
play. Yep.
Amin Adamu.
Really
Ran
good
something for
design.
Adamu, yeah.
Really good design.
Stay down, no three. Hands up,
Down by
three.
21
No three.
points. The Wildcats in
You gotta
trouble.
hold that. You gotta hold it, hold it.
Kohler, step back, got it.
Tyson Kohler for 2.
That was a tough
2-point,
shot.
yeah.
Very tough shot. Again, Montana State really the essence of this game. They've not allowed the Wildcats to get out in transition, and even in the half court, they've really built a barrier. Had to make tough twos all night long.
Three-pointer, corner, battle. You know, you're looking ahead at this Weber State schedule. Interesting, their last regular season game, Tim, is against Southern Utah. And who knows where those two teams will be at in terms of the standings. That could be a huge game for conference tournament seeding.
Here's that out of bounds play. It's a great job. Just cuts them from the top after that first initial action. It's an easy basket at the rim. Really good execution by the Bobcats. And you know, it's just kind of how things go too. The Wildcats here, Raekwon Battle's a 30% three-point shooter, and what's he done tonight? He's 50%, and it's just you've got to play the odds. But he's answered the bell tonight. I think he's been kind of the guy who's really played above his pay grade. He's got 15 points on 6 of 11 shooting.
Well, Weber State will get a much-needed, easier, well, literally you'll have 4 days off, which is huge compared to what, that doesn't seem like a lot, but when you consider what they've been going through the last couple of weeks, that's big.
Ball inside.
Oh boy.
Late double.
Bello can't do a thing with it.
And that's what they do. They space you out. You saw Kohler coming from the top, and he was just too late. Bello was already into his move.
There's another example right there of things that normally work for this Weber State team that they're just a little bit behind on, whether it's the passes or the cuts or whatever. And it hasn't been there now.
And I think the physicality of Montana State, the way they've not backed down at all from the start, and I think that's been really the difference in this.
I'll tell you what, if these two teams are fortunate enough to meet in the Big Sky, let's just say maybe even in the final, that's not a game I want to miss.
No,
it's a whole other level.
Watch.
You know that when you're playing in a tournament. Three-pointer, it's just a whole different level.
Well, and especially, like you said, in these one-bit leagues, I mean, it's everything. It's not like you get the second guy gets anything out of it. It's the team that wins goes, and everybody else, good luck.
Everyone else, hello, NIT.
If you're lucky, sometimes
Maybe.
in these small leagues, yeah.
Hook shot. Everything's going. Mohamed scores. And Weber State basketball brought to you by Weber State Radiology. Weber State School of Radiologic Sciences is nationally ranked. Foul in the post. Be a healthcare hero. Visit Weber State EDU for more information. I'll tell you this much. They do not stop battling.
No, they're playing with that same level of intensity.
Oh, yeah.
But that really, watching the film from both these teams really jumped off the page. Both teams are so well coached, and they definitely have an identity they want to play to. And the battle tonight was Weber's identity versus Montana State's, and it really was that physical, tough, pounded inside, you know, that mentality kind of won the day.
Well, you were talking about rest versus rust. I'd say tonight we've learned that
rust wins tonight.
Rust is your winner. I mean, nobody's going to make any excuses. Neither coach would, and you shouldn't. But that is the only real difference between these two teams coming into this game. Weber State 18-5 overall. Montana State 16-5 overall. Oh boy, bodies on the floor. Montana State looking to put.
And Russell, one of the assistants for Montana State, is if they actually have the English the Great Britain national anthem, you know, God Save the Queen.
Yeah.
They don't, but they have a bunch of guys from England on their team.
They do, several. There's an academy there that has turned out quite a few quality players. Boy, Montana State, big lead, and they are not slowing down at all, are they?
They are
3.5
flying
to go,
around.
yeah.
That is so impressive to watch. Just great contest right there by Bello. Now it's just about taking care of the ball, executing, getting the shot you want, and get back in transition.
Corner three. Washington's a little inside. And how about that hustle? Tried to save it. Here comes Kohler. And turnover. Bello's going to finish this. He has played. You just
What
see
gave
the
you that
balls
idea that he was going to finish
Yeah,
that?
he wasn't passing that one
It was
off.
like the easiest thing he's had all
Yeah.
night. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's going to need treatment after this. Maybe a massage. Both he and Bassett. Cunningham checking into the game, getting some late minutes, and that shot won't go.
Bello's wanting to come out of this game. I think they're going to use a timeout here and
Yeah, they're
sub
gonna
him
get
out.
I mean, he's only basically knocked every player on the floor over once or twice. He's played so hard.
This is kind of the night it's been for the Wildcats. In transition, go to flip it back,
Oops.
gets knocked away. Transition one way, ends up an easy basket the other way.
Keep it, big fella.
He deserves everything he got tonight. He's got that tissue in his nose. Absolutely battled every possession. Really, really great effort by Bello tonight.
This is so big. They'll go to 9-2 in Big Sky. Weber State, though, still on top. They'll be 11-2. So 2 games up in the win column.
It's all about March, David.
Yeah, it is.
All about March.
Shot clock
violation.
violation.
Wildcat ball.
There's great Osibor not able to finish that one off. But again, Danny Sprinkle, what a job he's done with this team. They haven't lost since Weber State beat them back on December 30th. The 2 losses were actually before then. Yet all these conferences now play these weird early December league games. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they're so out of context.
Yeah, and like the Pac-12 does that. And then you go back into the rest of your non-league as a big 3 is hit there by Zaire Porter. You know, and then January rolls around, the traditional start of league play, and you're already 1-1 or 0-2 or 2-0, whatever the case may be. Something they started doing just as the pandemic reared its ugly head. Push shot. Chu had his hand on it. Great doesn't agree with that, but it will be Weber State's basketball with 1:12 to play here. We've done 3 games on KJazz TV and ESPN Plus. It's been a lot of fun. We had the Utah State and BYU games earlier this season. And I know Randy Ray was hoping for a little bit better result tonight. I don't think he can fault the effort, but there were just a lot of little things like that that normally work for the Wildcats that just aren't working tonight.
Yeah, I think what will bug Randy a little bit is just, you know, the way that Montana State was able to kind of get this to their game. You know, that's
right.
That's one of the things. It was a style battle, and Montana State kind of won that battle. But again, a lot of basketball to play. Wildcats still in a really, really good spot.
Weber State basketball brought to you by UCCU. UCCU does mortgages seriously fast and super easy. Just visit uccu.com to learn more and start your super easy application today. Yeah, another road win for this Bobcat team. That's 6 in a row.
Road Warriors.
Yeah, 2 in a row. And they're still fighting. There's a lot of subs in the game right now, especially for Montana State.
And even to the last play, just absolutely great hustle right there. Ball's on the ground, and it's kind of been that kind of night. Montana State's end up getting a lot of those. Their effort, their hustle, their physicality was very, very impressive tonight and earned them the victory.
Yeah, how about Danny Sprinkle? What a job he's done there.
Danny was talking to us a little bit during the broadcast.
Yeah, during the game. It's
It's
easy to do that when you're up by 20.
That's right.
I don't know if you have that conversation if you're down by 20. with the broadcasters. Weber State basketball brought to you by Watson Chevrolet. Shop local and save money at John Watson Chevrolet. We just got Knuckles from him. That's pretty big. He's a happy guy. He's done a great job.
I think you should open like a donut place up there in Bozeman. Call it Sprinkles. You know,
Sprinkles Donuts. We're getting a Banbury Cross in Bountiful.
When the team wins a road game, you get a free donut. You go out of business.
And that'll do it. Randy Ray, Danny Sprinkle.